Good morning on this day we call Good Friday. Tonight, about 7 o'clock, I'll do a Good Friday worship devotion from home here again. It's probably okay that we didn't decide to gather as a congregation with the weather situation. We're not sure what's going to happen, but that's about the weather anyway. But tonight at 7 o'clock, I'll gather together. We'll hear on Facebook Live just as we did last night and give thanks to God for His gracious love. Today, at some point, most likely just shortly after devotion, I plan to read the Passion story again. And, the Passion story is told in all four Gospels. And it never gets easier to read. And, next year, as we're doing this daily devotion, and we've been reading the New Testament we'll focus on next year, we will have read two accounts by this time and be, as we are today, in Luke's Gospel reading. But it doesn't get easier. No matter how old I get, no matter how many times I've read that story of the Passion, the pain, the suffering, the rejection, the way that people turn against. And today we're going to finish this book of Judges, the last three chapters, 19, 20, and 21. And these three chapters are horrible to read. They're about as bad as the Passion story. The murder, the way people act, the perverse nature of people, and how selfish people can become. Anyway, chapter 19 begins with, in those days there was no king in Israel, no one to lead them. And there was a certain Levite residing, it says, in the remote parts of the hill country of Ephraim, and he took himself a concubine, a wife, from Bethlehem of Judah. And it says his wife became angry with him. My wife has never been angry with me. We all know better than that. But she became angry and she left and she went home to her father. 4 months later, the man goes to his father-in-law's house to hopefully make things better and to bring his wife home with him. And his father-in-law welcomes him in, and for 3 days they feast and they talk, and the man gets ready to leave on the fourth day, and his father-in-law said, "Oh, no, let's eat, let's have some, just take it easy, there's no hurry." And fifth day, same thing, and the man is, ready, wanting to get going. And so he had spent the fourth night there, and the fifth day, he got up ready to go and going to take off. It was late in the day, and his father-in-law says, "Look, it's late in the day, you should stay one more night." Yeah. Of course, the man knows what's going to happen, and he says, "No, we need to go." And they go. They load up and take off. And so he's got his donkeys and a servant and his wife with him. And they travel, and they come to a city. And the servant says, "We should go in and stay here, But the man said, "This isn't our people. We're not going to stay there." But continue on. They get to a town of their